Well, more local school districts are headed back for the first day of school today, and today also marks the final installment of our Back to School Parent Panel.
Our group weighs in on school supply shopping, and they'll also cast a vote on this topic: what's better, the summer or the school year?
Yeah, here's what they told our Morning Blend teacher, Miss Mary.
All right, class, welcome back. We're in session now, and we'll start, as we've done with our previous visits, attendance. Let's switch it up and start with Heidi Woodard.
The W gets to go first.
I know. We're always so used to going last. So we'll go in reverse order now. Heidi, you're a mom of 3. What else do you do?
I have a couple sites on the side. Maternal Media is kind of an online therapy group for parents in general. And then my most recent, which I'm really proud of, is Give the Game Back. And that is for youth sports parents who want to be involved in their kids' athletic endeavors, but not too involved, not get arrested involved.
Thank you.
So yeah, those are the two. And then I do insurance full time.
Rob, you're part of an at-home, stay-at-home dads group
Correct.
in Nebraska, but that's also a national organization. Why is that involvement important to you?
Because one of the main keys with the National At-Home Dad Network is the advocacy for dads. Dads don't babysit, we parent.
And that's the shirt,
That's-
which I know you can get them online, I
Yes,
think.
you can.
Yes, you can. Tunette Powell, a mom of 3. What do you do the rest of the time?
Yeah, so very passionate about community advocacy, and so I'm really passionate about working with young people, and I realize a piece of that is working with educators, and so I do a lot of leadership development, focusing on equity a lot of times, so that takes up a lot of my time.
And then you've got a baby.
Absolutely.
You already had a couple
He's
of
almost 5 months.
Oh, that's great, Tunette. Heather Jones, a mom of 6.
Hello.
And what else?
I am a stand-up comedian and improviser, and I feel like this is becoming an intervention. Like, I'm like, I need to step up my game a little bit.
Well, you've got 6 kids. I think you've stepped plenty. As Heidi was saying earlier, oh, I only have 3. Chris Covey, you have 3
I have
at home.
3, yes.
And what else do you do during the day?
I'm one of the buffoon dads that Rob is trying to prevent. During the day, I'm an attorney at McGrath North, and at night, I'm a stand-up comedian. Apparently, anybody can do it.
Anybody can, well, I'll also say about you, a philanthropist. All right, our first topic today is school supplies. So you get the list of what the kids need to have in their backpacks on that first day. What's the most unusual or ridiculous thing on that list? Chris, your hand's up.
We just did this. My daughter is going into 8th grade, and on the list, she has to have a cadaver, medical grade cadaver. No, she doesn't. No, I told my wife I was going to say that. She said, "You won't say they have to have a cadaver." No, my entire living room table looks like an Office Depot exploded right now. It's just piles and stacks and wood shavings, and I don't remember having anything other than a Trapper Keeper and like 5 pencils.
And then what happened? And
I know, now that we
list.
have all this technology, we have to have more paper. I don't follow it.
Heather, you were laughing when I asked the question. What is that?
It's like Christmas. Like, I love putting together. But the weirdest thing is always the thing listed that you cannot find the match for anywhere. Like, you can go to Walmart or Target and it'll be like wide-ruled 3-ring binder spiral, you know, like very specific specifications that I don't know if something else will do, because sometimes, you know, they're collected and they have to be uniform. So there's always 1 or 2 of those every
like
year.
the Holy Grail.
It is.
Where
I'm
is
like,
it?
I gotta find it.
Yes, Heidi?
Topic of glue, because there's glue sticks and there's bottled glue, and there's so much glue, which results in so many delightful, memorable crafts that come home. But much like you, I had a decorative bowl. This was my strategy. I had a decorative bowl. I learned this from some magazine, where you're supposed to put all of your kids' supplies in the bowl, and then by Sunday, the bowl should be empty. So anything that needs to be signed, anything that needs to be cataloged. My bowl has had 6 inches of crap since they've all been like 3 years ago. And I just feel like if I don't give as much glue, will you teachers like pat my back and not have them bring home as much stuff?
Enough with, what about this question? Because I feel like some of the kids are going to answer this differently, and some parents are going to answer this too differently. So I'm wondering how you feel. We'll just abbreviate. Summer versus the school year. Which do you prefer? And you can be honest, Rob.
It depends, because there's different things that we can do at different times. During the school year, it's focused on schoolwork and the activities that my kids are involved in. In the summer, we wind up traveling quite a bit.
Chris, what about you? What do you prefer?
Question?
No.
Summer.
Summer versus
Summer, of course.
school year.
There's
you prefer
no mornings
summer?
in summer. There's not, you don't get them up, you don't have to get them to school, you don't have to pack anything. Everybody gets up when they get up. Well, I do though, but I leave. I go to work. My wife would say something different, but from my perspective, that's a no-brainer.
Heather's home with the 6 kiddos all day. It's a wonder you have any hair left on your head.
No, it depends on how medicated I am at any point during the day. I'm like, do I like summer? All right, we can tunnel through a couple more weeks.
Tunette, you've been patient.
Yes, thank you for calling me.
Growing up, they always say someone else besides Tunette. So,
Yes, call on me. No, it is, my sanity needs school. Summer has been very difficult. My 6-year-old is driving me crazy because he needs school. He wants school. And so, you know, I can't wait for the date for a few more weeks. I am counting down, and so is he. He wants to be in school.
See their friends, when they love their teachers,
Yes,
they
we
love to
celebrate
learn.
my sanity.
And a lot of it has to do with age because Tunette's kids are younger. And I remember those days. My oldest is now 13, and so we provide some leeway to have him oversee activities. And so then when summer rolls around, I completely agree with you. It's like sleep in, like stay up, sleep in. Mom and Dad will go to work, but the downside is that we'll call it like 1:50 and they will have had a bag of Doritos for lunch and, you know, maybe breakfast or Lucky Charms, just the marshmallows. So it's kind of like you have to win your battles, I guess.
Yeah.
My kids, especially my son, is up anywhere between 6 and 7 a.m. in the morning.
Even
every
during the
morning.
summer.
Even during the summer. But I make sure that, you know, they have stuff, and, you know, with all the activities we've got, and then the fact that we also have a pool in our backyard, so anytime we
Oh,
want
nice.
drop
Who's
into the
going to
water.
Rob's?
Come on.
Rob has a pool, everybody. Let's go hang out.
That's the one thing my wife always wonders. Is like, how many people are going to be at the house when I get home today?
Hey, but that's a good way to burn off energy. And
Yeah.
they're there, they're active, they're enjoying themselves.
And they always want more people to swim with, not just Dad.
Well, great. Well, you have here 4 new friends, plus me. I don't know if I can lump myself into that. Rob, thanks for being here. Heidi, it's great to have you as well. Tunette, Heather, Chris, a pleasure. Thank you all. Thank you.
Class dismissed for our parents.
Yeah, there was a good point about glue. How much glue do they need? I mean, I had to buy glue sticks, strips, Elmer, the bottle stuff.
Right.
When I was a kid, we just had the bottle.
We had the
Just a
bottle. We had to buy the bottle, and then my son's a first grader, and 20 glue sticks. Now,
20
maybe
glue
that's because my kid eats a lot of glue, so maybe it was just him that needed the 20. I'm not sure.
I don't know. That's a lot of glue. And so we've got a second part of the series, and you took some of these same questions that you asked the parents, you took them to the kids.
Right. I had some volunteers at the Omaha Children's Museum, and then we separated the kids from those parent panelists and asked them the questions. Here's what they had to say. Is there anything weird on your school supply list?
We need to bring $5 for something. I don't know why.
Do you like shopping for school supplies?
If I'm not the one paying for them, yeah.
When we parents were little, we used to have to get things called a compass and a protractor for school. Have you ever heard of either one of those things?
I've heard of both.
Do you know what they do?
Compass tells all the directions, like north, east, south, and west. And I forgot what a protractor does, but I know that it's like a tool that you can use.
That we used to have in olden times.
And a protractor is like how you measure a angle or like make a circle.
Very good. I'm impressed. You get an A+.
I wish you could stay summer forever.
Why?
Because you can go to the pool more.
What do you like better, the summertime or the school year?
Summertime.
Why?
Because I get to stay up later.
I like doing history a lot when we go back to school. It's fun learning new thing every time.
What's better, summer or school year?
A little bit of both. Beginning, like, kind of boring because your teacher is so nice. Then she gets evil and makes you do math and homework.
Your teacher's not really evil, is she?
No.
You're just funny?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Henry, who is just funny, by the way, that was just one of the answers he gave us during the course of this interview. We have a whole bunch of Henry coming up. We talked to him about some other issues like playing sick, video games. That's coming up before the end of the show today. That kid is hilarious.
He's funny, so he gets his own segment.
He gets his own segment.
All right.
He deserves his own segment.
We'll see that a little bit later in the show. Today
That's
on social
right.
media, did you have an all-time favorite school supply, maybe a themed trapper keeper or a backpack that made you feel cool? Tell us about it on Facebook at Morning Blend Omaha. I had the Star Wars metal lunch pail.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I had 2 Trapper Keepers, one with like hearts and unicorns.
Yeah,
the old school stuff.
I like
Good
the Trapper
stuff.
Keeper. All right, let's face it. Some protein bars taste like sawdust. Others seem to put you at risk of cracking a tooth.
Sunbelt Bakery has a new take, and it's delicious. Up next, how you can try a box with the help of a hashtag.